Hey tennis fans, I'm Blair Henley and welcome to the Tennis Now Top 10. In honor of one of our favorite lefty tennis players' recent win at the French Open, we've compiled a list of the best lefties of all time. Enjoy! Number 10, Jaroslav Drobny. You may be thinking, Jaroslav who? But Drobny won 3 Grand Slam titles in the 1950s. That's impressive in its own right, but he also won an Olympic silver medal playing for the Czechoslovakian hockey team. Number 9, Bob Bryan. As one half of the famed Bryan brothers doubles duo, Bob and his brother Mike have sat at the top of the doubles rankings for over 270 weeks in their career and have won a record 11 Grand Slam doubles crowns. Number 8, Thomas Muster. He won the French Open, reached the number 1 ranking in the 90s, and was known as the original King of Clay. But it was Muster's resolve to get back to the tour only 6 months after he was hit by a drunk driver that really impressed us. Muster retired in 1999, only to have a short-lived comeback in 2010 at the age of 43. Number 7, Guillermo Vilas. In the 1970s, this Argentinian dirtballer won 3 Grand Slams and had a 53-match winning streak on clay that was finally surpassed by Rafael Nadal in 2006. Interestingly, his streak was broken by Ilie Nastase after Vilas retired in protest of Nastase's once-banned spaghetti-strung racket. Vilas went on to win 28 more straight matches. Number 6, Monica Seles. Between 1990 and 1993, she won an astonishing 9 Grand Slam titles. Who knows how much higher Seles' numbers might have been if she hadn't been the victim of a stabbing at the hands of a crazed Steffi Graf fan in 1993 at the age of 19. She only won 1 Grand Slam after the attack, but was inducted into the Tennis Hall of Fame soon after retiring in 2008 at the age of 34. Number 5, John McEnroe. The 53-year-old may be most famous for his outrageous behavior, but his tennis wasn't too shabby either. He won 7 Grand Slam titles, spending 170 weeks as the number 1 singles player and a remarkable 270 weeks at the top of the doubles rankings. McEnroe took turns as a wannabe rock star, talk show host, artist, and author before taking his current position as a tennis commentator. Number 4, Jimmy Connors. He turned 60 this year, but it seemed like just yesterday that Connors reached the semifinals of the US Open at age 39. During his long career, he amassed 8 Grand Slam singles titles and held the number 1 ranking for an impressive 268 total weeks. In 2006, Connors attempted to start a new career as a coach for Andy Roddick. Perhaps not surprisingly, the partnership lasted only 19 months. Number 3, Martina Navratilova. With 18 Grand Slam singles wins, 31 Grand Slam doubles titles, and 10 Grand Slam mixed doubles titles, there's no arguing that Martina is one of the greatest players of all time. Along with Margaret Court and Doris Hart, Martina has completed career Grand Slams in singles, doubles, and mixed. Despite playing most of her career in the 80s and early 90s, she sits at 6 on the prize money list with nearly $22 million in earnings. Number 2, Rod Laver. He's been out of the game for over 30 years, but time can't diminish the fact that the Australian won the Grand Slam in both 1962 and 1969. In addition to being number 1 in the world for 7 consecutive years, he holds the record for most singles titles won in the history of tennis. That's 200 if you're wondering. It only took him 2 years after his retirement in 1979 to be inducted into the Tennis Hall of Fame. And number 1, Rafael Nadal. Not only did Nadal just win his record 7th French Open title, but with 10 total Grand Slam titles to his name, the 26-year-old still has the potential to break Roger Federer's Grand Slam record of 16. But even if his career ended today, he would still be number 1 on this list for one reason. He's not a natural lefty. Props to Nadal and his Uncle Tony for realizing that playing lefty was an option and sticking to it. And that's all for today's Top 10. Do you agree with our list? Sound off in the comments section and be sure to check us out at tennisnow.com.